Our neighbors recently cut down a couple of trees and gave us some of the wood. Now, I need to find a chainsaw to cut it up with. Welcome to the Hippie Geeks. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon to catch all our new content. We have been planning on picking up a chainsaw for a while now, but had just not gotten around to it. Now we have this pile of wood, and I need to get it taken care of before it kills the grass completely. That means I need a chainsaw, hopefully without breaking the bank. We ended up picking this Craftsman 18-inch 42cc monster from one of the local big box stores. It is the most affordable small chainsaw I could find locally. Is it actually a monster? No, it is not. However, it is super affordable, and for the work I will be doing, it should be just enough to take care of business. Now that it is in my grubby little hands, let's see what comes in the box. First up, you have to pull the plastic case out of the cardboard box that it comes in. After that, there are two latches that keep the case closed, which are easy enough to open upside down. The saw comes with an extra chain, an instruction booklet, a multi-tool to tighten the chain, a small container of 2-cycle engine oil, and the chainsaw itself. The bar sheath slides right off, exposing the 18-inch bar with the chain already mounted. You then need to pull off the plastic around the handle and set the chainsaw on its side. There are two fill ports on the side of the chainsaw. The one closest to the bar is going to take bar oil. It is what the saw uses to lubricate the chain. If you run out of bar oil, the chain and bar will overheat, shortening the lifespan on both. However, it is pretty easy to remember to fill it, as one tank of bar fluid lasts just about as long as one tank of gas. Speaking of gas, that is what the other fill port is, back by the handle. I prefer to use a pre-mixed canister of gas for a 2-stroke engine. It already has the proper mixture of gas to oil and is ethanol free, which is better for these small motors. You can mix it yourself, which will cost you less in the long run. I just prefer the ease of doing it this way. Now that it has fluids, it is time to get it started. First thing, make sure that the switch is set to run, not stop. After that, you need to pump the plastic bulb on the side 10 times to get the system primed. After that, pull the choke out until it latches in place. After that, hold the saw steady and pull the starter cord until the engine catches for a second and sounds like it wants to start. Push the choke back in and pull it a couple more times until it starts running. Once it starts, goose the throttle to release the choke, at which point the motor will slow down. Now, these little engines need to be broken in a bit before putting them to work. Now that I have it started, I'm going to let it sit here and idle for 10 minutes or so to give it time to heat up without putting any strain on it. After that, I shut it off and let it cool down for 30 minutes or so. I repeated the process 2 more times and then got ready to cut some wood. First off, don't be like me. Between the shorts and the flip-flops, I have a feeling I'm going to hear about it in the comments. Beyond that though, let's see how the saw does. Now, I am planning on using this wood in the tiny wood stove that we picked up for the schoolie. That means that my wood length can't be any longer than 10 inches. What I have here is a stick that is 9 inches long, which works as a guide for marking length on the wood. I set it down, cut a line in the wood, move the stick over, until I have marked the entire length I will be cutting. After that, I set the measuring stick aside, then come back to cut the logs to length. Once you have been cutting for 15 minutes or so, you're going to need to tighten the chain. Grab the multi-tool that came with the saw and use the smaller end to loosen the 2 nuts that hold the bar in place. Once that is done, use the screwdriver end to tighten the black screw below the nuts. Don't tighten it too much, you just want to remove the extra slack in the chain. Tighten the nuts back up, and it is time to cut some more wood. So, what are my thoughts about this extremely cheap chainsaw? Well, you get what you pay for. So far, this has been great. However, I understand that it is a very low-powered saw, and I don't expect miracles out of it. All of the wood I am cutting is between 6 inches round and 18 inches round, and it has worked its way through all of it. It is starting easy and chewing through everything I have thrown at it. If you are getting into the larger pieces, it is going to bog down, but that shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone. So far, I am thrilled with my purchase. If you are looking for a small saw to clean up some trees around the house, but don't want to break the bank, I can highly recommend this saw at this point. We will come back to the saw after a couple of weeks of use and see if I still feel the same way. If this is your first time here on the Hippie Geeks, it would be wonderful to have you subscribe. This channel is all about helping you visualize, learn, and create. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and check out our Patreon page or merch store to support the channel directly. Thanks again, and we will see you on the next one.